Now let us move to the second type of protection, the cathodic protection. Till now we completed protective coating. In protective coating we studied inorganic coating and metal coating. In inorganic coating we took the example of anodization of aluminium, and under metal coating we studied the galvanization of iron. That's all regarding protective coating. Now we are studying second type of protection, that is cathodic protection. According to electrochemical theory of corrosion, we already studied that during corrosion over the surface of the metal, millions of tiny galvanic cells are formed. At the anode, oxidation takes place, and at the cathode, reduction takes place. Under cathodic protection technique, now the whole surface of the corrosion undergoing metal, it is made to act as a cathode. When it is made to act as a cathode, what happens? There will be no anodic points over the surface of the metal. Only cathode. The entire surface is cathode. The cathode means it has to undergo reduction, but metal cannot undergo reduction, and it is protected. Cathodic protection is the technique of making corrosion susceptible or prone metal to act as a cathode instead of an anode by providing electrons from the external source. How we can make the entire metal piece to act as a cathode? By providing the electrons from the external source. How we can provide the electrons from the external source? By two methods, either by passing the current or by using the sacrificial anode. Now let us see the different types of the cathodic protection. First one, sacrificial anode method. The other one, the impressed current method. Sacrificial anode method. More reactive metals like zinc, magnesium and aluminium and their alloys, when used as anodes, provide electrons to the corrosion prone objects and convert the anodic sides on them into cathodic sides. For example, here the corrosion undergoing iron pipeline is there. It is connected to the magnesium block. Now, since it is connected to the magnesium block, two different metals in contact with one another, magnesium comes above in the electrochemical series or the galvanic series, and iron comes below. Hence, magnesium will act as an anode and it will provide the electrons to the corrosion undergoing iron pipeline by making the entire iron pipeline to act as a cathode. Here the magnesium is sacrificing itself in order to protect the iron pipeline. The sacrificial anode gets corroded and have to be periodically replaced. The object acts as a cathode and does not corrode. This is regarding sacrificial anode method. It is one of the cathodic protection. Application of the sacrificial anode method: buried pipelines, ship hulls, industrial water tanks, steel rods in RCC, etc. are protected by this method. What are the advantages of sacrificial anode method? The method is very simple, low installation cost, minimum maintenance cost, and does not require the power supply. Only one disadvantage here is replacement of the consumed anode. Here you can see aluminium sacrificial anode mounted on a steel jacket structure. These are the aluminium sacrificial anodes. Zinc sacrificial anode screwed to the underside of the hull of a small boat. Next one, impressed current method. Here the cathodic protection is given to the corrosion prone object by applying direct current larger than the corrosion current. Consider a metal piece. You know, according to electrochemical theory, millions of tiny galvanic cells will be formed. Anode and cathodic sides will be there. Corrosion current will be there. Now you are providing the current from the external source so that the entire metal piece will act as a cathode. You have to provide that much current which will be overcoming the corrosion current. The protected metal is made cathodic by current. It is connected to the cathode of the external source of current. The protected metal, it is connected to the cathode of the external source of the current. An inert electrode is connected to the anode of the source. The anode of the source is connected to the inert electrode. Graphite is used as inert electrode. Graphite rod buried in the ground is connected to the positive terminal of the DC power supply. Here is the inert anode, here is a structure that has to be protected. Both are underground. Here the structure is connected to the cathode and the inert anode is connected to the anode terminal. Here both anode and cathode is protected from the corrosion. Advantages of the impressed current method. One, installation can protect the large surface area of the metal, low installation cost. Application. Impressed current or impressed voltage method is used to protect again the buried pipelines, marine structures such as offshore oil rigs. That means the oil wells that are present in the middle of the sea, offshore oil wells, buried water storage tanks. Here the underground pipeline, it is connected to the cathode terminal or the negative terminal of an external energy source. Some inert anode, it is connected to the positive terminal of the external energy source. Both anode and the cathode are protected from the corrosion. Here are the review questions. What is anodic metal coating? Write a note on galvanization. What is cathodic protection? Explain sacrificial anode method and impressed current method with examples. That's all for now. Hope it was informative and joyful. Thank you for listening and see you soon in other videos.